for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll try the run. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it on the run. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Beck's going for the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia State. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. Fresno State is putting on a show offensively, only there's been no real story arc. It's been all Bulldogs all day with almost no let-up. They're up 14 over Boise State. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, fellas, and we'll circle back if anything big happens.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. To the air on 2nd down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And add another one to the tally. This guy leads the nation in sacks. The nation. He's the best pass rusher. Getting to quarterbacks, making life really, really hard. That's 2 on the day. Let's see how many he gets today.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got his man on the right. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. The Raging Cajuns decide to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Let's see what he can do with it. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Off the play fake on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Ball down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. Here's a Heat. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. He'll try to take it back. The tap. Touchdown, Louisiana. The defense does the work and south with a pick 6.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Lining up to add another. And after the extra point, they're now down 24-7. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes with the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. RPO complete to open the drive. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quarterback on the keeper. Got enough for the first down and wants more. At the 45 on his way. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Panthers.
This offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much more.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Raging Cajuns line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Hauls it in at the 25. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Running back searching for a hole.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the 2nd level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
And the Panthers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Off-play action on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Man, it's like that quarterback was stepping around a bunch of bear traps in the pocket. Everywhere he looked, something was trying to grab his leg.
And the coach is going to be like, hey, dude, how do you want my quarterback to be successful if he's got guys falling all over him the whole time, and he can't step up and can't even find a way to try to lock in on a receiver because so much pressure from the defense.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. To the air, it's Small. Steps away. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
And this offense has had a great day, and they've put some big plays together. But the last 2 plays, man, getting a little complacent. They got to protect their quarterback. That's back-to-back sacks. The offensive line has to do a better job.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires to the right. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. Splits the uprights. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Firing to the right, complete. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Wants to go up top on first down. Pick! Looking for more room. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown! Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The play action fake. Got his man on the outside. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He gets a block. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Lafayette. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Our Lady of Lourdes Stadium.
Ready to start things here in the second half. Georgia State about to kick it away. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. They keep it on the ground to open the third. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The give to the back. Shakes off the defender. There he goes. Knocked off his feet. The Raging Cajuns really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Looking to throw for it. And the missed connection on third down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Hauls it in at the 40. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. Wants to throw. It's small. Takes a hit as he fires. Those two failed to make the connection. Second and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He'll sneak it. And he just needed a few inches, and he didn't get it. The defense denies this offense. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Intercepted to stop the threat. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Back to pass on 2nd down. It's complete on the right side. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Caught in the backfield, it's high. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Finds a tight end.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
They just keep firing. He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Going the other way, and he's got room. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Trying to escape and get it himself.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Hand off from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. To the air, it's small. Pressure coming. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. And you couldn't ask for much more than that. A perfectly placed punt pins them inside the 5. Power football with the run. Pushes forward for a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 8. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Trying play action. Gets it out quickly. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Raging Cajuns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. Kick is in the air. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive.
Turning it on. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. The Panthers will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to pass. It's small. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Georgia State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. From the gun, the ground game. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll keep it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Raging Cajuns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Under fire. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. The give from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's small. It's complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. 3rd down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Georgia State. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the point after is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. They almost had another interception. They're trying to set records out there. One final play before the end of the quarter. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Hardy. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And talk about moving the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. And the Raging Cajuns will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. And this young signal caller is playing well beyond his years. Their passing game has been simply outstanding the entire game. They've put it in the end zone, and they will get your attention with the numbers they've put up. Gives it on the option. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. Hands it off. Spins away from the defense. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They'll ride the hot hand. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's small. Turns it loose. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the first down, I think you just keep your points. Can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. Keeps it going. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Going for 6. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield. It starts. Here's the pressure. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
You got to love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the 4th quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
The Raging Cajuns send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The give out of the gun.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Slings it downfield. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on third down. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. And the Raging Cajuns will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Wants to return it. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Might be calling a hot route. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Still running at the 35. Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Give to the running back. Got some room headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Quarterback on the keeper. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Panthers. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Syracuse is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Ernie Davis among the legends to wear that uniform. They're trailing by just 4 to UConn. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Dropping back, it starts. Throws to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Raging Cajuns will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. And how about the day this freshman quarterback has had running the offense? The aerial attack has been precise. They put up big numbers. They put points on the board. It has just been superb. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice game. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. From the gun, running back on the move. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.